Alrighty, Roo, and Kukakachu to you and all my nobodies not watching out there. I did actually look it up. Taylor Swift did come out before this, which doesn't surprise me. I figured that was the case. It's just kind of weird. I guess, I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't get sued for it. I mean, I don't know. She all, like, got sued by that rando guy who was like, you took, like, this lyric, and it's, like, pretty... I don't even remember what it was. And then there's the fake thing between the fake feud war between her and Kanye, except for when he actually was like super disrespectful to her on the thing and whatever, and I don't know, it's all just drama. I just was like curious. Never mind. We're moving on. So you want me to give this you this one victory? Prove once again you were right. It was never about me, but it was all about the stupid garbage in my head. A victory? Please. Victories are material. They aren't like your little online arguments. She's serious about this, Tobias. She wants to devour me as a whole, sacrifice her humanity in exchange for my soul and everything I know. Well, there's two of us, and I feel like you're like a plum. You're very nonplussed about it. But I'm not too keen into that. I'm pretty sure just observing diablerie is sort of like, manslaughter. It's like at the very least, like legally. Like I'm still a party to it, and like I was like, is she gonna join my coterie? And even then, like I don't really want to work with a diablerist. Although I'm pretty sure Tremere actually, that's sort of a thing that they do pretty commonly. Maybe they don't. I don't know. I could be wrong. It's been a minute. Stay away, Tobias. You want money? Data? Domain privileges? A position at Double Spiral? Anything you want. You can get if you just look the other way. But I'm just gonna, like... No, fuck. This is all kind of fuck you, dude. Like, no. Don't listen to this shit. The moment the prince finds out, it's final death for pretty much everyone involved. And Kara runs, her moves resembling a beast more than a human, immediately closing the distance to Hope. Then she jumps at the Malkavian like a wild animal. She's an aminal, hunting her prey. Hope instinctively attempts to defend herself, but is immediately overwhelmed. Laying on the ground, she looks like a deer in the headlights. This seems more like she's like, are you going to help me? Like, let's put this on you. Kara, on the other hand, looks like a bear ready to maul its victim. If you want to react, you need to do it now. Celerity, like, dude, how about calmly look around? That's an option. Just, I mean, let's make sure nobody is watching, right? It's like, fuck all that. No. You push it to the limit. To the limit. Go past the place of no return. I don't know the words, I never learned them. You push yourself to the limit and take your power. Let your powers take over. Hey, you two, break it up over there. The world slows down, letting you run up to Kara and Hope. In the blink of an eye, you immediately grab Montgomery by her clothes and attempt to yank her aside. However, the moment she seems to recognize your touch, she immediately attempts to swat you down. Oi! Despite your superhuman speed, she's still almost as quick as you. What is she? Is she a Ventru? No. Ventrus don't have celerity. Bruja, maybe? I don't know. Her limbs keep zooming wildly towards your vital areas. You dodge every one of them, but each time feel like narrowly jumping out of the way of an oncoming truck. You back away. Brouhaha. Yeah, that makes sense. Better try something different before she gets lucky and hits you. Calmly look around. Why? I really don't want my instincts to take over, because that means I'm probably going to eat her. There's a lot of hooks and shit. I just don't feel like calmly looking around is a logical sense, but maybe that's the thing they want me to do. Fuck it, let's give it a shot. Wait. There's no point to just rushing in blindly. Kara's like a feral animal right now. You don't wrestle with those. You use tools to overwhelm them. You look at Hope's bag. Could any of her devices help? No way in hell. Think harder. You look at the bed, the pillows, the canopy. Hooks hanging down from the ceiling. Hooks. I mentioned them earlier. That's a bingo. You grab one of the hooks and yank the chain. It's long enough for your idea to work, and you run at Kara, who's about to maul Hope like a wild animal. Then you stab her with all your strength. Hook gets deep underneath her skin. Kara yells, but there's more surprise than pain in her voice. You quickly wrap the chain around her a few times, then you step back and start pulling it with all your strength. Kara is taken by surprise. Still not understanding what's going on, she loses her balance and gives her victim a chance to escape. Hope takes it. Still dazed, she takes a second to understand the situation, but when she does, she runs up to you and starts pulling the chain with you. Ah, teamwork. Makes a dream work. I knew those were Chekhov's hooks. Arg! Yes, you're Garfield on a Monday. You'd never handle her alone, but Hope displays amazing strength while pulling the chain. A minute later, she's hanging above the floor like a butcher's carcass. She just, hey, I don't know about you, but it's been a long time since I've had a good whack at a piñata. Like, I just, like, do you mind? Like, I'm pretty confident there's not a bunch of, candy in there, but you don't know until you try. The end of the hook is stuck into her chest, and it's sinking deeper as she struggles. However, she's flailing so wildly she might free herself before it puts her out of commission. I doubt, like, depending on her. Now, the hook by itself, not gonna do it. I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh, a much larger and louder Monday arg. Use one hand to desperately search for something that can help you under the bed. Belt, handcuffs, a whip. Okay, I don't... Could I just rip the tripod off, like the camera off the tripod and stab her with it? I feel like that's better. There's like other stuff maybe. A gigantic cattle prod. Okay, well at least I can tase her, that's good. You have no time to act. Bemusedly you put it to her head and turn it on. I'm assuming. Well, once again, the loud arg. The device must be modified. The power current is so powerful it causes scarring almost immediately. She's getting weaker and weaker. Okay, arg, 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 arg. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. We'll just keep, yeah. It takes Kara a while to accept defeat, but eventually she does. Her body seemingly lifeless, her head hanging down. She looks like a grotesque portrait of defeat. The hook must have reached her heart. That's it. It takes Hope a long time to collect herself. Eventually, she manages to speak up. Really? Guess we've gotten up to this point, huh? Just like Kara before, Hope starts to talk in a completely different way than she usually does. Oh no. Bad feeling. Yep. I've got a bad feeling about this. You want to add my data to yours? You know, I can grant your wish, except not in the way you imagine it. Diablerie is still really looked down upon by the Camarilla. Hope starts mumbling and circling around Kara for the first time since you've met her. She acts like she doesn't have a phone in her hand. Although I do think if you have multiple personality, like not multiple, it's dissociative personality disorder now. Maybe you can hide that under that personality if you flip through them enough, which she does. So maybe, I don't know. This violent aura. The Malkavian looks deeply into your eyes, and she knows you know what she's tempted to do. You silently beg her not to do it. It doesn't feel right. She makes her decision. She smiles beatifically, and it feels purposely fake. Okay, be my witness. I haven't harmed her. You left her with me, and you have no idea what happened next. Yeah, that's real good. That's totally gonna hold up in the Camarilla court when I'm questioned about this. Yeah, no, So, what happened was, she tried to, like, eat her, like, the other chick, Kara and stuff. And then, I stopped that, and, you know, I kind of grabbed her, and she sort of swung back at me, and then, I was like, oh, this ain't working, so I reached under the bed, and I found a bunch, like, some sex stuff, like handcuffs and restraints, but like, what's that gonna do, you know? But I found a cattle prod, and then that was taken by me, or taken from me by her, and she stabbed her in the head with it, and it seemed a pretty powerful, like a custom or something. And then I saw that there was like a turnabout's fair play, the tables have turned sort of situation, and nothing happened. And then I just left the room, and whatever happened, I didn't know, because she was fine at the time. Yeah, that's how that's gonna play out, motherfucker. Her voice is still changed from what you're used to. She's not having fun. She's driven by malice. I've disabled security, so you're free to leave now. Call me whenever you need me. I'm part of your coterie now, so I'll repay my debts or whatever. Honestly, this seems like, I mean, like, for real, like, I'm a neonate. These are two powerful vampires, and I don't really want, like, this is like an old spat that's going on for a while. I am not a supporter of Diablerie. You know, in general, like, it's like, oh, it does whatever, but this is more like a personal thing. For all I know, they're like the same generation. There isn't like gain to be had here, other than, you know, I've consumed your soul and all that you are, sort of thing, which is very personal. You give her a suspicious glare. Doesn't faze her, though. I've still got some unfinished business here. So I guess this little cowpoke will be just mosey on out of here. She turns to Kara's listless body, puppet dangling sadly by a single thread. It would be smart of you to leave. Yeah, no, you've made it very clear that's the case. Her tone makes it clear she's not willing to discuss anything. Your relationship is strictly professional. You sigh, shrug your shoulders, and head out the way you came from. Like, I mean, I just wanted a friend, man. Like, this is... Dude, why does Malkavian have to be the one that does that? I feel like Tremere are more prone to that, but okay, whatever. Let's just... The lights of New York welcome you. extremely online gal trophy earned. You seen hope you don't get into trouble. Try to celebrate the new addition to your coterie, but Kara's face appears before your eyes over and over, making your victory bittersweet. I honestly, like, from a real perspective, knowing the world of darkness to some degree, if I were, like, I've never played the TTRPG, but if I were, I'd be like, can't stop this, don't need to be involved, but still helped it, but they're giving me plausible deniability. It's like, the reality is it's still not plausible deniability because of aspects and other stuff. Plus, she's still gonna be a Diableress. Like, Malkavians are a little easier to get away with that sort of thing, based on my understanding of how Diablerie works in the aura. You know, you have aspects, you can check people's auras, and you can be like, you're a Diablerist, or you're a ghoul, or you're a human being, or you're this, or that. Diablerists are that, but Malkavians are like, we're crazy, that's just that. And but it's still not the same as Diablerist, so, okay. Well, okay then, that's what happened, man. I don't know, man. I kind of want to push it, just keep going, but I did get to a new night, and I feel like I have to stop for a second.